of action. This is a lightweight contest. Well, let me introduce you first into the blue corner. He's from Hattersley in Manchester. It is Mikey Little Smokes Horabin.
I'm so right here today, folks. My brother didn't even believe me. I kept going. All I can say is I told you. Jury was back down the bar. You should have known that. I'm a friend to my dad.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, into the red corner. He's from right here in Maidstone. It is Chris, the Pink Man, Lawrence! Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lightweight contest scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds of action. Well, let me introduce your boxers again. Firstly, into the blue corner, wearing black stripes with a red waistband and trim. He's in his second professional contest. He weighed in at 9 stone, 2 pounds. He's from Hattersley in Manchester. It is Mikey Little Smokes Horabin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, into the red corner, wearing the red stripes with the black waistband and the Union Jack and tassel. He's here with a professional record of 8 wins and just 1 defeat. He weighed in at 9 stone, 5 pounds. He's from right here in Maidstone. Let's raise the roof for Chris, the Pink Man, Lawrence. We'll start timekeepers, Mr. Nick Wyatt, and your referee, Mr. Jeffrey Hines. 4 3-minute rounds.
So Chris Matthews returns to Moat Park. Last time out here, a narrow points defeat to Jules Phillips. We're looking to set that right against Mikey Horabin. Mikey in the black shorts and Chris Matthews in the red shorts. Is Chris Lawrence on box rec, but known as Chris Matthews. Horabin takes the centre of the ring. And Matthews will look to make that height advantage count here. These two figure each other out in the early exchanges.
Yeah, interesting fight we've got here. Both coming off a loss last time out, so both looking to put that right here tonight.
Already see that Horabin in that sort of lower stance. Be aware of the height advantage and not wanting to feel like he's having to overreach all the time. A nice little uppercut there as Matthews gets through. And again, good double jab there from Matthews. Just checking Horabin. Oh, and a nice stiff uppercut. Oh, a good exchange again. Both took one there. Ref just encouraging them to be careful of the heads.
Yeah, I think the jab here could be key for Matthews. He's got a clear height and reach advantage. If he can keep Horabin not on the end of his jab, then it could be advantage for Matthews. But we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, all for Horabin to figure out here, how to get in close and do his own work. But Matthews' corner. Just imploring him to keep on there. That's a lovely right hand though. Horabin took it well. And some nice shots from both of them there, but Matthews landing with the cleaner shots. Horabin just keeping himself at a bit of distance, moving around. Oh, it was a nice duck. And then went to go for his own left hook, but Matthews saw it coming and landed really clean. And again, landing clean. And Horabin now staggering on the ropes. Has the wherewithal to get himself out and move.
Yeah, Mikey Horabin trying to throw some power shots there, falling a little bit short. Matthews has managed to stay out of range and keep the distance for the most part. Good round there for Matthews. I'll give that one to Matthews.
Yeah, decent opening round there. And Matthews scored with some decent shots. Landed some nice right hands. And just uses the advantages that he obviously has. This is Horabin's second professional fight. It was a slightly different arena last time.
Yeah, he was at the O2 Arena last time out, was Mikey Horabin. He was on the undercard of the Dillian White-Lucas Brown fight. So, yeah, slightly different setting here at Moat Park. But nonetheless, he's game. He's come out swinging. He's trying to close the distance, but it's going to be difficult, like I mentioned in the first round. Matthews has got a clear height and reach advantage, so it's down to Horabin to try and figure out how to get in closer.
One thing's for sure, Horabin won't want to keep getting tagged the way he was in that first round. Matthews stalking him. And nice punch selection there. But Matthews has to be careful here not to get too erratic and leave himself open for the counter. Matthews just staying on the outside here.
Yeah, again, Matthews needs to try and keep that distance. He doesn't want to get drawn into a slugfest. I've got his corner right bias, and they're instructing him to try and remain calm, keep relaxed, and keep popping out that jab.
Just overstretching a little bit there. Horabin moved to go back. Landed with a nice uppercut. Some of it was on the glove. But again, punch I think he will attempt to use it. Horabin, nice couple of body shots there. Tagged each other though. Nice left hook from Matthews.
Yeah, lovely left hook there from Matthews. Horabin actually caught him with a shot just before that. Here comes Horabin again. But Matthews boxing well. Like I say, needs to remain calm, use his height and reach advantage.
Just leaning in again, Horabin. I think that shot landed. Oh, Matthews with a lovely left. Crowd like that. Horabin took it well. But in the leaning in there, Horabin gets his own uppercut away. And just having a moment, seeing what the other one wants to do. Oh, big overhand right miss there. And Horabin there, A nice little right hook of his own. I think Matthews trying to get back behind that jab. Horabin ducking as he's coming in here, which is meaning sometimes Matthews is loading up and missing.
Yeah. This is definitely a better round for Horabin than it was in the first round, but I still think Matthews is just edging it with a couple of nice left hooks. He's really caught in with some nice left hooks this round.
On his toes here, Matthews. Just having a look. Horabin comes in swinging, and the difficulty, I suppose, for Horabin is as we've mentioned at this height and reach advantage, but he's going to have to sort of commit himself, isn't he, to be able to land. He's got to overcome that reach by really throwing and trying to check Matthews with whatever shot he chooses to sort of go at him with.
Yeah, and to be fair to Horabin, I think he did try that in that round. He did push Matthews back on a couple of occasions. He just left himself open on two or three occasions when Matthews landed that left hook to the head. But like I say, give Horabin his credit there. That was better, but still just give that to Matthews. So for me, it's all for Horabin to do. He's two down on my card anyway.
10 seconds. Seconds out. Round 3.
So we go into the third.
Find your range first. That's it.
It's a nice left hook there. Matthews landed, just staggered Horabin for a moment, but regained his balance.
Round to your right. Round to your right.
Horabin just trying to check his movement. But a nice double jab there, landed. And the ref just checking him there for holding, I think.
1, 2, cover. There we go.
Horabin trying to land with the overhand right,
Down the pipe.
but again, not able to quite connect. And now Matthews using that jab and allowing himself the space to follow it straight away with the right 3 times there, but Horabin checks him again with a left hook.
Yeah, a couple of nice 1-2s there from Matthews, but like you say, Horabin did come back with a shot of his own. It's going to be difficult for Horabin. I mean, he's trying really hard to let his shots go, but he's got to be careful not to leave himself open.
There again, Horabin having to commit. If he's going to go, he's going to go.
Find your range.
Comes in, tries to get a couple of shots off.
Back on the jab.
Matthews back to using that jab to try and get the range right. Corner again encouraging him to work, but fair play to Horabin, he's standing there, he's wanting to trade.
Back to the 1, 2, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see he's letting his shots go, but if Matthews can keep these straight shots going, then it's definitely going to beat Horabin's swings. He's had a couple of wild swings. He's got close, and he has caught Matthews a couple of times, but Matthews really just needs to keep these shots nice and straight and keep Mikey Horabin on the end of the jab and the straight right.
Round to your right, Chris. Round to your right, Chris.
Just using around the outside of the ring. Matthews should try and get range, but Horabin comes in. Little flurry there, couple on the gloves. Oh, and a nice right hook. Lands flush on Horabin's chin. And back behind that jab again. Crowd responding, a couple of decent shots there.
Yeah. Matthews has got the home crowd here. He's got a lot of friends and family in the crowd, and I'm sure their support will push him to victory in this fourth and final round that's about to come up.
It's becoming a bit of a home venue here for Chris Matthews. This is his 7th fight. at Moat Park. And a regular fighter on the JE Sports Network, part of the JE Promotions team. But both fighters in the early days of their pro career. Horabin's only his second fight, as we said, and this is Matthews' 10th. So the final round. We'll find out, Ben, in a minute what your card is saying. But Matthews will look to make absolutely sure here, and maybe even try and get Horabin out of there. But one will leave himself open. Big swing and a miss from Horabin. And you feel like Horabin is going to throw everything at this last round.
Yeah, for Horabin to win this, he needs a knockout, in my opinion. We're right by the Chris Matthews corner, and their instructions are for Matthews to keep moving to his right to try and avoid that swinging right hand from Horabin. If Horabin lands that swinging right, then he's going to have Matthews in a bit of trouble, because he's swinging it with a lot of power, but so far Matthews avoiding it.
Matthews again looking for that 1-2. But Horabin, oh, it's a nice shot. I mean, he had his guard up there. But again, that right from Horabin has cut the distance and managed to land. Ref just breaks him.
Yeah, Horabin really going for it this round. He clearly feels he needs a knockout. I'm sure he's been told by his corner that he needs a knockout, and he's really putting the pressure on Matthews this round. Another right hook there, just misses, but he's clearly going for that big shot.
Matthews trying to keep him where he can mount his own assault. A showboat in there. And then Matthews responds with a sharp left jab. Horabin going to the body. And a good left jab of his own there. But now Chris back behind his jab. Matthews looking to finish strongly. Leave the ref in no doubt of who has won.
Yeah, a good round this from both Matthews and Horabin. Horabin, like I say, swinging, and if he catches him, it could put Matthews in a bit of trouble. But so far, he's avoiding most what's coming his way, and he's staying out of trouble. Nice little shot there from Matthews.
Yeah, nice 1-2 combination. And a good left as well that Horabin took on the way in. But he's still coming forward. Nice body shot. And now Horabin trying to finish with a bit of a flourish. Matthews smiles. And in the final moments, it's got a little bit erratic. But a decent scrap. And one Matthews will probably be confident of getting the verdict of. But Horabin was game there, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was a good fight. I enjoyed that. I think Matthews has ended up a clear winner, but it was a competitive fight. Horabin gave as good as he's got for the most part, but for me, Matthews just had a little bit more with the jab and the straight right.
And it could be a welcome return to winning ways for Chris Matthews after his last fight.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, come on.
We'll go to our MC.
Both of your warriors in the ring are very entertaining contest there. Four exciting half-full rounds. Your referee scores the contest. 40 points to 37 points in favour of the red corner, Chris.
So the big man prevails and gets back on to the winning that he had been accustomed to in his pro career so far. Record moves on to 9-1. And a decent fight.
Now, Chris, I know you love an interview after a fight. So you're back to winning ways. Obviously, last time you was disappointed. You're back to winning ways. When you're going to be out again? Let's tell everyone.
7th of July for the rematch. For the rematch.
So you're going to have a rematch with Jules Phillips, 7th of July. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, that will be a belter because the last fight was a good fight. Obviously, you got nudged out on points. I believe your brother's going to be on the next show as well, so we're going to have brothers on here. How does that feel to be fighting on the same show as your brother?
Happy.
Chris is happy about his brother being on the next show. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Chris, the Bin Man Lawrence.